Hi everyone, I'm heading to the conservatory to volunteer, and today I'm going to show you how plants that we propagate for the conservatory look like, and we're going to prepare some of them for sale. Then I'm going to do some maintenance and probably take some more cuttings or leaves for propagation. So let's go. So these are the shelves that Amanda and I installed 2 years ago, and the lights, and they have been working really well. I mean, we put plants here that need to be recovered. We place here propagations. Oh gosh, look how cute the colors are. They are ready. I'm gonna have to move them on the table over there so you can see how pretty these guys are. A lot of ghosty and ghost from the plants that I actually originally brought here, and then they grew. They're looking really, really good. There's some other ones here that I brought from home that I didn't want to look at. The Fred Ives is looking beautiful. I know, really, really a lot of good looking plants. There is pink granite here. So much more happy than in the desert dome. Like really likes a lot of light and dry. It's just beautiful right now. So then we have some not so great looking Stapelius and Euphorbius and recovery, and some Kalanchoe plants over here. So yeah, a lot of really good looking plants. So here is over 50 pots that we prepared for sale. As you can see, a lot of ghosts and ghosty and purple delight, some sedums and cursulas. And we have even one monkey tail. We're still working on potting some more. Amanda is going currently through another tray. And yeah, so I'm going to go to Desert Dome and pull some agaves, baby agaves. There is probably over 20 of them. And yeah, so maybe we can sell them while they're little. I don't like this area. I'm going to show you. I don't like how bottom leaves of these aloes are kind of drying up. So I want to check their root system and if they have been watered enough. I also don't like that they're following the edge, this edge, red edge, and especially because we moved the rock from here. So I was thinking to just concentrate them on one place next to this cactus and the rest of them put for sale. So I'm going to be taking cuttings now, and since we sold most of the plants, and prepare some new plants for propagation. I'll start from here, just pulling up everything that's in there. So they do have roots, that's good. I think I'm gonna pull all of them out and then just form one little area here. I think this cactus probably needs to be trimmed. It's so big. Maybe I'm gonna cut off this one. These are super pokey. I probably need to put my gloves on because we need to pass through here. So let's pick one that's really nice that has roots. This one seems to have roots. I'm going to clean it up. And I suppose I'm going to just have to water this area a little more because I don't know if you knew, but aloes are actually winter growers. So a lot of plants that are, dormant don't need water during the winter. But I definitely noticed here in the area with aloes, the variegated ones, if we don't water at all, that they will dry up leaves. So I'm thinking here to create an area. All right, I think that this area now looks better, except for here we were lacking some rocks. I'll clean up all those and place for sale. So lately we have been really busy with some bigger projects that I showed you in the past videos, like cutting the pencil tree and big agave. So I didn't have time for one of my favorite tasks, and I actually get special satisfaction from cleaning debris. That's my favorite thing. And I really wanted to make all of the pots here in the conservatory beautiful that we take care of. So you just go underneath carefully. It's also a good opportunity to check for pests. And then you pull all the dry leaves or debris. Here, look how many babies is growing here. And for all of you who have echeverias and wondering why are they having dry leaves, that's a normal thing that happens to echeverias, especially during the winter time when they're watered less, they're growing less, may use their leaves. So looks so much better. This is Dusty Rose. Here we have a moonstone. So much better. And then this window seal, I don't know if you remember a few years ago, I put these rocks. You can see underneath here how green it is. So it's gonna need a complete redoing, cleanup and washing, but I don't think we're gonna do that until spring. So let's move this bucket and do some more cleaning. Here, these are done blooms, so I am removing them. Blooms are also good to remove when they're done because the pests are usually attracted to them. This bashful Cryptovaria doesn't have a lot of dried up leaves, it seems, just a few. Overall, doing pretty good. I wish I had my tweezers because they can reach some areas easier without breaking leaves. This one does have a lot of dried up leaves, so I'm just gonna put it above bucket. You can use this method. Sometimes I use this with ghosty or ghost, and I just shake the pot a little bit and just barely touch leaves to get those dry ones out of the pot. So you hold the soil and just like turn it upside down and shake it. I'm gonna pick up some dried up leaves here from the window seal. This one I suppose needs a saucer. Sorry. Here is beautiful Crassula Monglo. Look how much it has grown. It's been a few years, had some pests and recovered, has some dried up leaves here on the bottom, but it also has some new growth coming out. Look at that. It's gonna fill the holes and make itself look pretty again. I think it's so amazing how plants do that. But I'm gonna remove some of these dry up leaves without hurting any new growth. And since this bloom here, that you see this bloomed, and then it has such an odd growth that's hanging here, I'm gonna just go ahead and chop that off, cut off the bottom leaves, and I'm gonna put it somewhere here to root. Yeah, like that. There we go. Well, since we're here by this arrangement, I'm going to just quickly trim some things. First, I'm going to go after underneath this afterglow echeveria and pick up this debris. This one is especially sensitive to getting the film that's covering it getting brushed off, so be careful not to touch the top of the leaves. As this film that's on top of the echeverias protects them from pests and also protects them from sun when there is too much sunshine. So it's really important. Look at all this Trendescantius. I'm gonna just trim it a little bit because it looks a little crazy. And we're gonna put this in water to root. Gotta be trimmed. And I'm gonna take some of the leaves here from this echeveria that are healthy, that you can even barely see me taking them. There is also some debris. Oops, I put it in the wrong pile. This is for trash. And this is gonna be cuttings. So we're gonna root those under lights. I'm wondering also if I should trim some of this that are getting close to this ground. So I think I'm gonna cut this murasaki. And we can use these leaves for propagation as well as the stem and the top. Everything can be propagated. All right, so now I have access to some debris here. I feel like this is getting so close to where people are walking. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut that one as well. I know it looks like a lot, but here on the stem, we will get the new growth, so it's gonna be fine. Just gonna trim it all the way. This lovely Graptovaria or Graptopedalum with pretty colors has a lot of debris, so I'm just gonna clean it up well. It's just so nice when you come to Conservatory and see space cleaned up, right? This one doesn't have much dry leaves. This is a Melacco. Echeveria was very infested with pests this summer, and I chopped it right here where you can see these. One branch I had to throw, this is the top of the other branch. Now it's looking really awesome. Sometimes echeverias look better in wintertime than in summertime, right? Because summertime, when it's really hot, they can take a little break. All right, this bloom is definitely done, right? And then look at all that debris. I'm gonna go and pull that. Guys. Pests love debris. And it's gonna look nice and clean. It's still blooming. Look at how beautiful, just close up, these blooms are. Look at that. Just gorgeous. In December, we're having these pretty blooms in the conservatory. Just a little more. I think this is the same echeveria that I have in that big arrangement. Oh, so much better looking. All right. This raindrops has some debris as well. So I'm just gonna clean that up a little. I am in heaven, guys. I just love cleaning debris. There is something about that before and after effect, you know, when you clean something up and it looks so nice after you did it. Gives you so much satisfaction. I don't like this yellow leaf, so I'm gonna remove it and maybe I'm gonna try to propagate it. So I have 2 leaves from raindrops, 1 from that Cryptovaria. There is another pot of dusty rose, so let's deal with that. There is definitely debris. There, I moved one. here. There's a bunch underneath. Echeveria elegans. Again, there's some debris underneath. Look at how much dead leaves there is already here. This one I'm going to try to turn upside down. There. All right. Some debris underneath. Okay. Here is some spent blooms. I'm going to go ahead and cut them. I'm going to check if there is anything under. I think it needs to be trimmed a little, and I'm going to go ahead and trim some of these longest branches so we can propagate them. And you can't even see anymore what echeverias we have here. And it's even harder to clean all that debris. I think I'm going to trim some more. These guys didn't do very well in here. They don't seem happy. Definitely don't want to leave it like that. So you see that debris there in the pot. Definitely taking that out. I'm going to have to, maybe I'm going to put a nice pink echeveria somewhere there and not have that burro stale. Some more spent blooms. All right, we haven't cleaned this one for a while. So. But for some reason, this one feels a little wet and mushy. I don't know if it had too much water. Look at that. This is Holy Gate. Also needs some cleaning. I'm just going to try to do it above here. This one is also very sensitive to being touched and film getting taken off. You can see, but I feel like it's okay if I brush it off from the bottom, just not on top. I did drop one healthy leaf, so I'm going to save it. This, I don't like how it looks because it has some dried up leaves. So I'm just going to go ahead and chop and use these for propagation. Yeah, I'm going to chop right there. And it's going to look good. It's going to fill up, no problem. Because wherever I cut, it's going to grow some new sedums. So these are all going to be propagated. You see, it's better already looking. Another one that I really want to trim and take a lot of cuttings for propagation is this Crassula. I actually don't like when it's this full and it just, it's really heavy. So I'm just going to take a lot of cuttings. I already started. Can't even notice that I have started, right? This one came off. Look at this. I think I have to cut the middle here, which I don't even know where to start because there's so many of them. Okay. Just to make it a little less dense. Oops. Oh well. It's gonna be fine. See, there is some actually that got detached a bit from the soil. I think it really needed cleaning. Yeah, I think this is pretty nice now. So I'm gonna put it back. I think that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna go and take care of some of these cuttings and just head out home. So hope you enjoy it. See you next time.